afternoon. This is Mike Palmer Homes on a gorgeous February day. And we have a house out in the woods. This house plan, the name of it is called the Quinn. Now we built it a number of times, but everyone's got a little different twist. On this one we did a side entry garage from this side, and we added a few things. We added a little pocket office, but from the front you can see it's got a real nice stone wainscot across there. It's got a nice curved sidewalk, good stone steps. Some of our features, we put a gable detail up there. Now obviously that still needs to be painted, but we're still working on the finishing touches. But I really like the way this came out. We got a real pretty stone, real pretty shutters, real pretty setting out here in the woods. Now we did a nice big driveway so they can park cars and turn around. Over there, I'll get to that in a minute. We got a side entry garage, but that little porch there is actually an entrance into a back office, so they have two entrances in the house, and that was what the new twist was. Anyway, we just got it pressure washed and got it cleaned up. So the sidewalks are nice and clean. Once again, people from Lake Norman Granite, they do a great job with the edging and the details and the broom finish. Hey, on our front porch on this plan, we have a double mahogany door with Flemish glass. These are craftsman style columns. They're tapered with a stone pedestal. The railings we really like because they're powder coated aluminum, and you won't have any issues with them as far as rust or corrosion down the road. This is aluminum. The wrought iron ones are nice as well, but sooner or later you get some rust in there. They are a little more expensive, but they sure do fill the bill. We did a random flagstone pattern with a Pennsylvania ledgestone for the steps. On the front porch, we got a sitting area here. Up above we have our signature knotty pine stained ceiling. Nice, and we have an outlet over here, electrical outlet for on the front porch for whatever you may be putting in there. Anyway, let's take a peek inside. All right, we have a little rub bronze D handle on the front door. Let me get some lights on here. In our foyer, when you first come in, you have kind of this formal, semi-formal craftsman style trim here. These are craftsman styles. It's got the square edges versus the round ones. We call that a wainscoting. It's a covering that's on half of the wall. And we put our outlets down the baseboard so as not to interfere with the boxes here. They call that a wainscoting or a judge's panel. Our coat closet is going to be here on the right. Now we have a different variety of doors you can choose. This is called the two-panel smooth. This means we have two square panels. And we have a number, we have the Roman arch, we have the beadboard, different ones you can choose. Also, with the craftsman style, a lot of people like this cove-shaped crown mold. It does cost a little more, but it really sets off nicely with that craftsman trim. When you come into the great room, hopefully it's bright enough in here, a little late in the day, you can see they did these awesome cedar beams. They're a stained cedar beam all the way across the great room here. Right, a nice touch. This almost acts like a hallway to the back part of your house, but you notice it's all open here. So you can see the windows out there. You can see out in the screen porch and your dining area. Your kitchen, it's L-shaped with an island. You've got two pendants over it. There's your hood over top of your range and our standard under cabinet lights. Now up in the ceiling, we don't like fluorescent fixtures, so we did like a pattern of can lights or recessed lighting up there in the ceiling. I think it makes for a much cleaner look. They've got their fridge, once again, cabinets on the left. They put a nice drawer base in there to the left and right of the cabinet. Over here is your pantry. This house has a nice big pantry, and they went with a solid shelf there and wire shelves on the side. Storage. Over here, and they did it in the cabinet microwave. Let's see, over here. This is an addition they did over here to this house that wasn't there before. We built it a number of times, but this is personalized to their taste. They put in this little hutch, kind of almost serving area, with the seated glass and the cabinet, and also they did an office back here, a small office room. So you can put a desk, computer room, and they have a powder room over here. So they can kind of close this space off. The mirror is going to go up above the sink here. Now, we did square sink, and we pretty much always just put granite in the bathrooms. If we're going to do it in the kitchen, we do it through the whole house. We've got an elongated bowl toilet, comfort height, and their cabinets are all dovetail joint, and they're slow close ball bearing hinges. Anyway, that mirror is being hung up here to match. And we have a light bulb to replace. Now, out here, here's a separate entrance so they can leave, come and go through the office here. We did a 3/4 light door, 3/4 glass door with a single panel, raised panel. And once again, we have our wrought iron rails, composite deck. So this is a PVC deck, so it won't rot, and PVC on the stairs. Goes down. You can see they did some nice concrete steps up to the driveway. And also, let me show this nice concrete work down here. You've got concrete steps going around back to the deck in the backyard. We'll show you that in a little bit. So that is the office area. Dining area here. Really like that circular chandelier. Where we showed you the hutch back here. We've got a French door going out to our screen porch. Now with a screen porch, see it is wrapped. That product on the post is called Mirrortech. We wrapped it in Mirrortech. We wrapped Mirrortech around the beams. There's a painted surface, but it won't rot and won't absorb water like wood is, so it lasts a lot longer. And we have a beadboard knotty pine ceiling that's stained. I think it's a provincial to match, either provincial or a dark walnut to match the floor. Once again, our powder coated aluminum railing for a screened in porch. And we have a landing here for stairs. These stairs got awfully high, so we put a landing in the corner to split them up to go back down to the patio area. Alright, let's head back to the master suite. Come back here. Oh, let's get a look here. That fireplace goes all the way up to the ceiling and the beam, so you have a great focal point for the center of your house. And the TV will probably be an entertainment center in the corner, but we put jacks there and there so you can take your pick. You can move the TV around. So you have your alternative of where to put it. Come back here into the master suite. See, you're up high. You got a great view of the woods out back. Lots of privacy. We went with a coffered ceiling, just one level, and put our cove crown there because of the clean line seemed to be what's in. I really like that. It's kind of a hurricane lamp fan. I really like that fan. Now, when we come in here, it goes into our master bath. A couple of things to point out. You've got his and hers closets left and right. His and hers closets make for good marriages. This one we did more of a closet organizer type with a high and low. That bar there is called Super Slide, so you can move your clothes all the way around. That's going to be the linen or shoe rack. And we did a little planer in here. This must be his and hers, because he probably doesn't have as many clothes. Now this floor, this is a tile, ceramic tile, but it's made that
an error has occurred.
Tile to make it look like wood. Sorry, my watch is barking at me here. So again, there's a commode room, its own window. Here is one with a hanging mirror and a seated glass lamp, vanity light over top, and on the other side, his and hers. Now what we did here, instead of making this any bigger, we put it in a linen closet. It's nice to have a linen closet actually in the bathroom where you're showering. We built this house, I think, 5 times, and every bathroom's been different. They chose not to go with a tub. If you've seen this house
an error has occurred.
In other places, we've
Try
got...
again later.
Sorry. Those tech watches can be so annoying. Anyway, we have a tub there. They went a little different. But now, I wanted to notice about this. So when they reconfigured the vanities, this door was normally right up here. Well, I didn't want that door to swing in here and get in the way, so we just pulled the door back, made that little hallway space. Because we lost a little bit of hallway, but that's not really valuable space, so that the door would be out of the way. Because a lot of times you leave your door open when you're in the master bath. Anyway, what's behind this wall, behind this mirror, is the shower. Now, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this, but we call this a cave shower. So this is really cool because there's no curb, nothing to trip over. So if you ever ended up with a wheelchair or a walker, you'd have access into this, but there's no glass, there's no door to contend with, and there's no glass to clean. Now, we put the controls over here so that you can turn that water on without being under it and wait for it to get hot, so you can get it the temperature you like. There's a bench seat over there. So what ladies like to put their foot up there and shave their legs, and it's a great place to put your shampoo and all your shower fixings. And they went with a slide bar wand handheld and your conventional fixture on the wall. And they went with the oil rub bronze theme. But you notice there's one banded herringbone pattern deco and just the clean lines. There's a little bit of a brick pattern on the tile, but nowadays they're going more with the clean lines. That just seems to be what's in. And this we went the tile all the way to the ceiling. So I mean, it makes for a real nice warm feel. Underneath the cabinet, there is a toe kick heater for those cold months. That'll blow hot air out, and you've got the control right on the wall. Let's see. To that, we can go into the back portion of the house. Now this house I call the not so big house, meaning it's got all the features, it's got a lot of great features that you use, but it doesn't have the dining room and the features that aren't used as much. So we get a lot of empty nesters, a lot of people without kids at home. They want nice features, large rooms, kind of small house, big feel. This is just back bedroom. Some people use this as an office, whatever. Nice ceiling fan. It's got a walk-in closet over in the corner, but the carpets were just vacuumed, so I'm going to avoid walking on them. Now, this is the hall bathroom. Now, I really like what she did here. They went with this is another wood look tile made to look like wood, but there's more of that distressed kind of palette wood look. And she went with a gray cabinet here with a different theme top, so it looks different than the rest of the house, but it's kind of unique. Once again, comfort height elongated bowl toilet, and I like the color of that mirror. That really goes well with that floor. The other things that some of the people do that I just really love, because I wouldn't have picked that out myself. As builders, sometimes we tend to pick out the plain white vanilla. Laundry room, that goes out to the garage. We'll go in there in a moment. We have, and this is the other bedroom. So the two bedrooms, they both have walk-in closets. They're both nice size, but they're far enough away from the master bedroom. So where if you do have people stay, they have access to the kitchen and the bathroom, and they're not walking down the same hallways. So you have a little separation from them. Here we just did super slide shelf in the bathroom. And so last but not least, we have a garage. And some really cool stuff in here. We did composite steps since we did composite on the deck and everywhere else. And they'll hold up a lot better. It's actually a PVC composite deck. Of course, our aluminum rail. We like to finish the baseboard and sheetrock the garage and paint it just so that it's, that's where you come in every day, so it's not so unsightly. We went with an 18-foot wide garage door as well. We try to get a wider garage whenever possible. Now what we did here is, to the storage space upstairs, we framed in a set of stairs. There was some extra room here, so we made a little storage area. We've got all the touch-up paints and leftover paints in there, but that just gives you great space that you can use, so you're not wasting that space under the stairs, and you can get some of the clutter out of the way. Now we go upstairs. Here, well, here's our circuit breaker, and these are just utility steps here. Let me turn this on. But when you go upstairs, you'll see we have a really nice space up here. All right, this just attic space. It's unfinished, but you have, we got subfloor down here. They can store their extra screens, have access to their attic, but you have a lot of space to put things that you don't want in your garage, in your way, so you're preventing you from parking your car in here. So anyway, that's our upstairs. Let me go out in the driveway. We'll take one more look down the side. It's a great driveway. Huge driveway, but since the street is so far up, it's nice to have all this space to park in. You can see that driveway goes all the way up the street. So you've got this great big space here and a nice private lot, secluded. And once again, your concrete steps. And there's your entrance. Now we moved this house down the hill some. That made the steps get a little higher, but that's quite all right. A beautiful set of steps. Our good friend Randy over at Hilburn Huss Custom Homes does a wonderful job. And I gotta say, not too crazy about that crisscross bracing there, but the code requires it, and we certainly don't want any decks ever to come down. There's a fitting for your gas. We're gonna have a gas tank here for their range and their heat. What we did here, since this crawl space was so high, we put a double utility door here so that people could get inside, have access to the crawl space. This is a great storage space in here. I've got a vapor barrier and some spare parts, but you can see there's lots of space to store. Oh, yard equipment and whatever else. I don't know, when you got this great big crawl space, you hate to waste it. We've got a door over on the other side too, but you could stand up and walk around in here because we've been big enough to have a basement. But they chose not to have the expense, which I can't blame them. Basements do get a little costly. And this area over here is for barbecue grills and just a patio outside. And we'll take a look at the steps from the bottom. Beautiful set of stairs up to the screen porch. And underneath, unfortunately underneath the deck isn't all that attractive. But we see here these diagonals, they're just to keep that, keep the deck from moving or racking back and forth. It is because just the screws in the PVC really aren't strong enough to hold it steady, especially when it's up high here. And we have the crisscross braces bolted through. And we'll take one more view from the front. Again, this is the Quinn Plan. And hopefully our very talented Chris on our staff will be incorporating some drone video right about now. So you can see this from the top. But this has been an incredibly popular plan. Seems to be a crowd favorite. This one, I just love the way it came out. We got another house going on next door. In a few months, we'll be bringing you a video on that. If you have any questions, please contact us at the numbers below. And also hit the subscribe and the like button down below. That doesn't upset us one bit. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, once again, feel free to call us.